We have some great news for Dogecoin, and Analyst has just said a fantastic thing. Share price continued to dip though, now down by 5% today. If we look at this one in the past 5 days, terrible things have occurred. The same can be said for the past majority of the month, where we have hit highs of over 70 cents, don't get me wrong, but ever since we've been falling. Right now we're almost half of that, we are at 33 cents, and again things aren't looking great today. I'm giving all of my thoughts on Dogecoin in this video. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe because we talk about Doge, other cryptos and stocks on the channel on pretty much a daily basis. So again, this is a place to hear all of my opinions. Do remember, this is not financial advice and it is nothing but my opinion, so take it as nothing but that. But we are going to jump into the video now, starting off by once more looking at how Doge has moved. So the story over the past month, we had this initial massive push in price, pushing us past 70 cents. You can see people really getting hyped up about Dogecoin. Ever since, it dropped a little bit. It dropped a little bit more, and due to a load of factors around Dogecoin specifically and around the whole crypto market, things have continued to fall. The past 5 days for Dogecoin, they're not looking great. We can see that we hit lows down here, I would say, which were at around 27 cents. So if you'd bought Dogecoin then, you'd have made 6 cents per coin. So we have made a bit of progress from there, but obviously it is not much at all. So where we are sat right now, things do look to be leveling out a little bit, but once more, we are still down today by 5.13%, so it isn't as great as it may seem. However, when we look at the drops that we have seen consistently for the past 15 days or so, things are looking a little bit better. For this, we're going to basically go over here to the more technical charts, where we can clearly see that Dogecoin has been seeing less and less volume, apparently, over the past few days, and candlesticks have been smaller. Let's get a quick highlight to look at the volume. Volume for today was apparently almost 6 billion. For yesterday, we can see volume figures around 7.45, 12 billion the day before that, and over here we saw 15 billion. To see how high it was on the days where we ran up, we're seeing about 42 billion, we're seeing 38 billion up here. So you can see that volume has really significantly dropped from these big pushes in price, where we saw volume between, I would say, about 18, let's say, and about 50 billion rather. So yeah, we saw a lot of volume then, and now things have really slowed down. Now again, this could be seen as a bad thing, this could be seen as a good thing. For me, I am not too concerned. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but it is nice to see volume kind of stepping down. Even though it is quite low, it shows that not too many people are necessarily selling, even though not too many people are necessarily buying. Overall though, we are still in the red. As you can see, we're pushing up a little bit from those lows of the day, which is fantastic. And again, things are still dropping with Doge. Hopefully this will end soon, because we are now down for a very long time. Now, if we do have a quick look a little bit closer, we can see some decencies emerging with the pattern of Doge. For this, I'm going to draw a little line if it will allow me to access the pen. So we can see up here, basically we hit a low down here, as I did mention earlier in the video. Now from there, we have bounced up ever so slightly. So you can see things really are potentially picking themselves up. So we're seeing a little bit of a triangle kind of forming now with Dogecoin. Again, you could draw it a bit neater than that, but it does show what we could potentially be seeing. And we saw bottoms down here around the 25 cent mark, I would say, and hopefully we can remain above there and maybe even stay above the 30 cent mark. We're coming very close to it now, but if we can remain above the 30 cent mark, I am very happy with where Dogecoin is. But right now it is still more of a volatile play, as we do know. So that's what we are seeing in the room of Dogecoin, in the space of Dogecoin most recently. But let's have a quick look at what our analysts are saying and what Elon Musk is saying, and tie these things together as to make sense of what they may both mean. So this is coming from digitalcoinprice.com. And again, I am not associated with this. It is just a source. They may be wrong. It's just their predictions. And again, it doesn't necessarily mean it is correct. But they have a really interesting prediction for Doge. We're going to have a quick look at what they are saying here. You can see their price prediction up here. Dogecoin prediction up to $1.55. Now, a lot of you are going to get excited, ecstatic for what this means when the price is only 38 cents, or even 33 cents rather. We can see this would mean a rather big increase. But overall, when we look at the time scale which they are anticipating this happening, they have an estimate on this one hitting 118 in 20 2027. Now, people are going to complain about this one. People are going to say it's too long away. But let's face it, where we are with Dogecoin right now is 33 cents. If it really was to hit $1.55 in 2028, that would be a rather large gain. Now, it might take some time. They may be incorrect, but that is what they are saying, and some people do see this as potentially being the case. And I can see some of the reasons why they think this could be the case. We're seeing more and more good things about Dogecoin come out, and again, all this information can be found on their website if you are wondering. But yeah, we are seeing more and more good things about Dogecoin. This tweet from Elon Musk just a few hours ago or a few days ago, this says that Elon Musk is working with Doge developers to improve system transaction efficiency, and it's potentially promising. Big deal. And again, this is coming from the 13th of May, again, if you were wanting the date. But this is still significant. Let's think about this one. Elon Musk is working with the developers of Dogecoin to make transactions more smooth and efficient. Why does this matter? Well, it would make Dogecoin into a more usable currency in the real world. So far, up until this point, we've seen Dogecoin a meme coin, we've seen it being pumped to extreme highs, and then we've seen Elon Musk say things about carbon around Bitcoin, and people are thinking that Dogecoin is subsequently going to drop. And a lot of factors have generally caused the crypto market to crash to levels where we are. Now, Dogecoin being the hype coin that it is, people bought this one all the way up from, 6 cents, let's say, all the way up to 70. People who, got in towards the end probably will have lost a lot of money. People who got in towards the end probably may have sold their Dogecoins at a loss. And again, that would hurt those people. But let's think about this one from where we are now. The price does have potential to drop further, don't get me wrong, it absolutely could. I don't think it will drop much further. I think we may level out at 25 cents or above. If we can do that, that's fantastic. But ultimately, I would be prepared to lose money on Dogecoin. But getting back to the point, what I'm trying to say, Dogecoin becoming a more, useful currency and less of a meme currency will give it some real world value. I think this is fantastic. So a lot of people did buy Dogecoin on the way up. And again, they anticipated this one being quick profits very quickly and very, easy to have and very low hassle. But what we are seeing with Dogecoin is a lot of volatility, and we should all be prepared for that going forwards. Be prepared for it to swing up, be prepared for it to swing down. It may not go to the moon, it may not rocket, but we are seeing promising things now for Dogecoin. Elon Musk working with the developers. We're seeing buy ratings from analysts being upped, which is fantastic as well, and things are looking good for Doge. That's just my thoughts and opinions. Do your own research. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.